Dobar dan! Yaz sem Lee.
Yaz sem Jeremy.
Me veseli.
Kako si?
Super. Pati?
Super. So, why are we speaking in Slovenian?
Well, I'm guessing that by now you might have already guessed, although you might not have known that that was Slovenian, and Slovenian people might not know that that was Slovenian either. But we really tried. Guys, we got this in the post. It's a postcard of beautiful Lake Bled from Slovenia. And let me read this to you. Hello, Spicy Boys. I've got my Spicy Boys t-shirt on today too. Hello, Spicy Boys. I want to say that I love your personalities, talent, and courage when you paint for us. I wanted to send you my Fiona's Flower Dip first aid kit, and hopefully we can do a collaboration one day. Sending you positive vibes and a big hug from Slovenia. And this is all the way from Fiona.
Yes.
So this was actually a big surprise to us. We speak to Fiona at least once, maybe sometimes twice a week.
Yeah.
We FaceTime with her regularly. She is a source of inspiration to us. She is an amazing, talented, wonderful human being with a heart as big as Slovenia. But when we got this card, it was an absolute shock and surprise. She also sent us some of the reverse flower dips, cups. She sent us some of her napkins. She sent us some of her pouring medium and a whole host of little awesome goodies in a box all the way from Slovenia, which was amazing. So thank you so much, Fiona.
Thank you, Fiona.
We absolutely loved it. Once we received the box, we were like, oh my goodness, of course we would love to collaborate with you. It would be an absolute honor.
Yes.
And we allowed her the opportunity to choose two techniques for us. Clearly, one of them is going to be a reverse flower dip because she sent me her first aid kit. I'm going to choose, I have been chosen to try the reverse flower dip, my very first time on camera. Jeremy, what are you doing?
I am doing a chain pull.
Which we've never done on camera either.
No.
So Jeremy's going to try and recreate a butterfly. I'm going to try and do a flower, and I'm sure that they're going to end up nothing like a butterfly and a flower, but we're going to give it a really good go.
Hey, as long as it looks like it flies, I'm totally cool with that.
As long as it's got wings.
As long as it got wings.
So what did we challenge the wonderful Fiona to do? Well, you will see through this video clips of Fiona doing her part of the collaboration, and we wanted to mix it up and give her something that she's never done before.
Yeah.
So Jeremy gave her his marbling technique,
Yes.
which we already know she's twisted and developed and enhanced and turned into this whole new beautiful technique,
Yes.
which we've seen some kind of snips and clippets of. So this is hopefully going to be a really wonderful episode, a truly fantastic collaboration with one of our all-time favorite artists who's challenged us to do two techniques that we've never done before, and we're doing them right here for you for the first time on camera. No practices, no second takes.
Ever done any of it before.
You're going to see this just as we do it ourselves. So sit back and enjoy, and as I said, throughout this video you'll see clips of the wonderful Fiona doing her part of the collaboration too.
Yes.
So that is it.
That's it.
Nostrovia, everyone.
Nostrovia.
Thank you so much for watching, and buckle those seatbelts, you're in for a bumpy ride. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Lee. I am a mixture of excited and nervous to do this reverse flower dip for Fiona. Let's see what happens. So I just wanted to show you again this wonderful card from Lake Bled. Thank you to Fiona for your wonderful words. Let me show you the colours that Fiona's chosen for me and for Jeremy. So we've got the Permanent Red Violet by Amsterdam. We have the Turquoise Blue by Amsterdam. And then we have the Greenish Blue by Amsterdam. So they're going to form the colours of my petal, and they'll also form the colours within Jeremy's butterfly. I've then got Amsterdam Black, which is going to be my base coat. Jeremy's going to just use the straight up Amsterdam White. But to this white, I've mixed the Vallejo Pearl Medium. And that's how Fiona gets her Pearl White. And, of course, because it wouldn't be Masse Art Studios if we didn't use it, you got the 24 karat gold by DecoArt Metallics, which is my final colour. In the first aid kit that Fiona sent me, I have one of her wonderful napkins, which is awesome because clearly the thickness of this napkin makes a huge impact on the reverse flower. We also got some of her little cups, and she sent me a bottle of Magic, which was a bottle of her pouring medium. So that's what I'm going to use to do this flower. Gosh, that's it. I'm just going to get to this. So let me bring in my 12 by 12 canvas and flood it with black. All right, folks, the cheesy magic has been done, and I now have a flooded black 12 by 12 inch canvas. Before I place my little flower cup, what I'm going to do is just use one of Jeremy's chain pulls that he very kindly lent me, to just kind of mark out the center, which is what I just did. Thank you, sir. I'll put that in your little pot. Now I'm going to take my cup, which, as I said, Fiona sent me, but I do also want to thank Doris from DF Designs, because she also very kindly sent us some of these little cups too, because she had a ton of them. So thank you very much, Doris, for sending those cups to us as well. We appreciate you. Okay, let's get pouring. So first off, I'm going to go in with a little bit of the pearl white. Let's create this flower, but it really is just the smallest amount. The first real color I'm going to go in with here is the permanent red violet. Okay, next in with the gold, the Masse Art Studio's favorite color. Then in with the greenish blue. A nice healthy splodge of that too. Next in with the turquoise. And we mixed all of our colours already in these little Lowly Veffy bottles just to make it really easy to pour. And then back in with the pearl white.
You're not using the black, are you?
Not in the flower. I'm not using the black in the flower because the black is my base colour on the back.
Got it.
So let's repeat that process again. Permanent red violet. In with a little gold. Excuse the noise in the background, folks. Someone's leaving the studio.
Sounds like they can't
get in or out, right? Some of the greenish blue. To the turquoise. And then in with the pearl white, and this is my last colour in the first petals of this flower. Okay, so next let's blow the paint down the cup. Just to make sure I've got it all.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to move my cup just a slight turn, because next I'm going to do the kind of like second layers of the flower. Now I'm going to take my skewer and we're going to take these petals out. So I'm going to do each one of these in turn, and I'm going to take them from the center all the way out. All right, let's take this flower out.
Ooh.
Using my trusty skewer.
That's awesome.
I contemplated using the chopstick, but I think it was just too thick.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Okay, it is pretty. So far, so good, folks. Right, let's do the next petal. So again, a very small layer of the pearl white, just a little hint of it. And we're only doing one pass then of all the colours. So we've got the permanent red violet.
That's good.
We've got the gold. Just a little bit of gold.
Yeah.
Just to like drip down the edge. Then the greenish blue. I love this greenish blue, it's such a lovely colour. Then the turquoise, which is the posh way of saying turquoise. And then finishing up with the pearl white. Okay, again, not quite so much as maybe I had previously. Okay, so now we're going to blow these colours down and then we're going to remove the cup. So, okay, now I'm going to remove this cup. We're going to see what's underneath. So taking this up really gently. Okay, wowzers, that's perfect. Thank you, sir. All right, now we're going to wreck the inner petal that we just did like we did on the outer petals. Now I've seen Fiona do this a couple of different ways, but I'm going to take this from the edge into the middle. That's going to be my plan.
I'm like a football coach over here.
You are, you totally are. I love it. Okay.
That's looking so good.
All right. All right. Do I have enough? Do I have too much paint in the center? Do you think I should dab a little bit of that paint off from the middle, Jeremy? What are you thinking? I think maybe I'm gonna just take a little bit of the paint just by dabbing in the edge of my paper towel. There we go. That's all I wanted to do. I just didn't want to have a ton of paint in the middle. Okay, so far, so good, folks. I think what we've got so far is the base of a really good flower. Next, I'm going to torch this. There we go. Come on, Sparky. Get rid of all those bubbles. Okay, I'm going to see two things that I'm going to do. I'm just going to get rid of those and this little spot of turquoise there. All right, so next I'm going to take Fiona's paper towel, paper napkin here, and I've got a water spray bottle. So in a FaceTime conversation with Fiona, I really wanted to understand just how wet this paper towel is, and it's not wet at all. It really is just to dampen it, to make it pliable so that when you pull up the corners, you don't mess around with it too much. So I'm literally going to give this one squirt each on each side, and that is it. Nothing more than that. That is all that this paper towel needs. Now we're going to lay this onto the paint. Now this is where the make or break time is, people. This is where I can really just mess this thing up. This beautiful composition that I have.
I have quite a lot of white and I'm using big canvas today. It's 50 centimeters by 70. So this should be 20 by 26, 28, I don't know, in inches, sorry. So I will use 2 cups, and I have a lot of white because I need a lot of white. Whoop. I don't know how much white should I put in the bottom, but I will just go with the filling. And then I will drizzle some paints. And I have Prussian phthalo blue from Amsterdam. Not much, because we are going for kind of marbling effect. This is the first one, and I have iridescent yellowish green, no, greenish yellow from Pebeo. I will put all my colors into the description box. Okay, and then I have precious gold from Pebeo. I hope that I will not have too much color. I don't know. I will just go for it. And then I have DecoArt bronze. I think that it's antique bronze. And Pebeo iridescent orange yellow. Jeremy, if you watch me, probably you can tell if I have too much paint, but I don't know. And this is Artist Love metallic cobalt blue. Okay, maybe I shouldn't put this beside this orange. I will try to gently layer white on top, and obviously I will go with just 2 layers of paint. Colors, I have to say. Okay, to the other one. This will be obviously a long video, so I will fast forward another layer that I will do, or maybe 2, and then I will come back with you.
Could all go horribly wrong at this point, but I have faith.
You got this, man.
We got this.
You got it.
Okay, laying this gently on the paint. I don't want to move the composition just yet, but I do want to make sure it's fully covered. Okay, now I've seen Fiona gently tap the paper towel.
I'm waiting with bated breath over here.
Okay, everyone, please hold your breath for me now. Let's take this paper towel up. So, one corner, second corner, third corner, fourth corner. Now comes the tricky part. This corner, this corner, this corner, and then this corner. And now we're going to pull this bad boy up.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay. Okay, apart from a little squiggle in the middle, I believe what we have here is the makings of a pretty decent flower. And what I do know about this is as it sits, it's going to keep selling up. I'm going to just see if I need to tilt this in any way. I don't think I do. I think from a composition standpoint, it's pretty much still fairly central.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed about that little squiggle in the middle. But you know what? I am not the wonderful, talented, beautiful Fiona, and I think that that's probably as good as I'm gonna get it.
That looks great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm happy with it. I am genuinely happy with it. I wonder if like Fiona could do something in the middle there to fix it, but I am not going to touch it. I've still got a really healthy amount of black all over my canvas, but I probably will just run over it again real quick just to make sure. I think I can see some of the edges here. Might need a little bit more black. But I'm going to do that off camera. I'm going to scrape my edges just to make sure that there's no drips and that the composition stays in the center on this one. And then I'm going to get Jeremy to take you in for a close-up.
Perfect.
This is as good as I'm going to get to one of Fiona's wonderful reverse flower dips. So thank you for watching at home, folks.
Hey guys, it is Jeremy here, and I am ready to start this chain pull, butterfly chain pull. So I am going to just jump right in. I hope everybody's doing well out there and doing good. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into this butterfly chain pull. Lee, are you excited about this?
I am so excited. I'm more excited to see how this big, muscular human produces a beautiful chain pull butterfly.
Well, we shall see.
We shall see. I'm very excited. Okay, go for it. So what's the first plan?
I'm going to do the top.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do this side over here down.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to come around.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do the bottom.
Okay. Go for it. In a butterfly shape.
Yes.
Okay. A lovely pair of eyebrows on the canvas. Love it. That is a perfect wing.
Let's see if I can reenact.
Recreate that. Perfect.
Recreate that. It's a little bit bigger.
It is very, very close, and it's super symmetrical, which is the main thing.
I mean, I could just scrape that
No,
off.
absolutely not. Right, now concentrate on your bottom wings.
Yes.
Oops. Okay.
Oops.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, that's perfect. It's as perfect as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
High five for a beautiful butterfly. And again, because you left me hanging there. Well done. Wonderful butterfly.
Well, guys, as you can see, it's not as easy as it looks.
I think that's perfect. I think that's great. So now what you're doing is what? What do you do? What's next?
I am going to put some colors
Right.
on the inside, then lay my chain in the black and
Okay.
pull it all through.
Okay, got it.
And what Jeremy did do, poke a hole. As I thought, maybe I have too much colors between white.
So there you have it, folks. So I think it's fair to say that out of the collaborations that we've done so far with Kathleen, with Sarah, and with Mina, that was probably the hardest.
Yeah.
As in, it was the most challenging of all the collaborations we've done. Mainly because it was using two techniques that we'd never done before, which are very technical techniques to do. It didn't mean that we didn't have a ton of fun doing it, but it was a really, really hard one. We hope that you love the results as much as we do, but to be totally honest, the one person that we were both trying to impress was Fiona, because we really wanted her to love the pieces that we'd done. And thankfully, we know that she does. So I really enjoyed that.
I did too.
Will you do that butterfly chain pull again?
I am going to practice the crap, if I can say that.
You can.
Out of that, because I've kind of gotten a little bit of addicted to it.
Right.
I really like it. I really like doing that chain pull, and it's so challenging.
Right.
And now I'm just like, I've got to get it right.
Right.
I've got to get it like absolutely perfect. So, but yeah, I will definitely be doing that again.
And for anyone out there that thinks that they can then just produce flowers like Fiona, let me tell you this. The secret is actually in the pouring medium. And the pouring medium that Fiona uses for her flowers is something that you can only get currently outside of the US. Now, we're doing some research. I know that there are other people out there doing research to see if we can find other similar products that will actually give you that flower and the cells within it, but it could well be that the chemicals that are used in the pouring medium that Fiona uses, that she mixes herself, we just can't get here.
Yeah.
However, I know that everyone still loves to try and recreate a flower just like we do, and even though we've now run out of the pouring medium that Fiona sent, we'll probably still try it again. So without further ado, let's do this. Let's first off take you in to see a sneakity peek of the marbling piece that Fiona created, and then we'll take you in to see the dried results that we've gotten too.
So Lee, why don't you tell us about these flower dips that you've done?
Well, okay, I can. So this was actually one of my attempts, and there was way too much paint on this canvas. Definitely way too much gold as well, and I did too many petals. This was another attempt at the flower dip, and I didn't do enough paint on the canvas. Plus I really messed up how I lifted up the paper towel, so it ended up looking like a pancake. And then this one was the one that you guys have just seen me pour. So this was the best, the closest result that I could get to one of Fiona's. There's still things in it that I would, that I know I've got to do better next time. Lifting the napkin is the hardest part to this technique. And it's so crazy to think that, that's actually what really makes or breaks it, but it really is the truth. But I can see the petals, I can see the different colours. The permanent red violet definitely didn't come through on this one as much as maybe on some of the others, but I really, really liked the flower. And yeah, it was very hard, but really fun, and I definitely want to try it again. So, Jeremy, this is your wonderful chain pull butterfly. Tell me about it.
Well, you know what? It was a lot of fun doing this. It was actually really kind of difficult. First of all, drawing the butterfly is difficult, freehand like that. And dragging the colors through it accumulates a lot of paint in the center.
Right.
So learning how to adjust how much paint you're putting on, and learning how to like pull the chain the right way and how to pull it up as it goes to the center.
Right.
I mean, there's a whole technique to this.
There is.
But I love it, and I'm definitely going to try this again and again and again.
Right.
Like, I really have fallen in love with this technique.
Do you want to show everyone your other attempt at it?
Yes, this is my other attempt at it.
And you can see all of that paint that's accumulated in the middle, which is all about the technique of pulling the chain.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But yeah, I think that one's really beautiful. It was definitely a success.
Thank you.
I really, really like it.
Thank you.
So there you have it. That was a reverse flower dip, a butterfly chain pull, and then a really stupendous, beautiful marbling technique by Fiona using some really, really awesome colours.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to everyone that has joined us on this premiere. Fiona, we know that you're here with us too, even though it's the middle of the night for you in Slovenia. Thank you so much for making this so much fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for all of your help and your advice and all the tips that you gave us on these pours. Clearly it paid off because we produced a couple of really awesome pieces, so thank you for that. And we love you, so thank you so much for being with us.
Love you.
There you go. And everyone else that's joined us on the premiere too, thank you so much. We'll resume back to regular viewing on our Tuesday premiere as normal. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Oh gosh, thank you everyone for the 4,000 subscribers.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy that we just broke that this week.
Amazing.
Thank you for everyone. And please come back and join us at the Masse Art Studio channel here for our very next pour. We'll see you real soon, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye. So, everyone, we wanted to take a second to mention some very special people, and that's our Patreons. So, at the gold level, we have Jane Klein, we have Janice Pittman, we have Janice Swansea, and we have Leslie Bever. And our platinum MP, the Masse Posse, is Sparkle. And to everyone else down below, thank you so much for wanting to take an extra special interest in the Masse Art Studio. We appreciate your patronage. Thank you so much.